Hey, my name is Phil. I am the head of product here at EDELRID, and in this short video, we're going to talk about our ice tool range, consisting of the RAGE, the RIOT, and the REVOLT. In this video, we're going to take a look at our ice tool options for anything steep, be this snow, ice, or rock. For all applications where mostly each hand needs a tool and you are out there in technical terrain, swinging, hooking, pulling hard, or pulling delicately. Let's take a look. The RAGE is our high-end tool, especially built for very steep and hard ice, mixed and tri-tooling, but also excelling in less extreme winter climbing scenarios. Next up, the RIOT is a less extreme tool, leaning more towards the technical mountaineering side, like big north faces, steep ice slopes, but also vertical ice climbing. And then finally, we have the REVOLT. This tool bridges the gap to our classical ice axes and functions as a light and small all-rounder, adapting easily to different activities from classical to technical. Now, getting more into the details now. Let's start with what they obviously all have in common, and that would be their head. Apart from this large hole to easily store it on your harness, this head allows all of those tools to fine-tune for the best setup for your endeavor with a variety of interchangeable accessories. For the side of the pick, you can choose from 3 different blades: an ice blade, a mixed blade, and the REVOLT blade. The differences between the ice blade and the mixed blade is generally their thickness. The mixed blade comes in a more stable 4mm sheet instead of the 3.3mm for the ice blade, and features additional teeth on the top for Stein pulls, for example, as well as deeper teeth on the side of the shaft for deeper hooks. An interesting detail is that the upper teeth here are totally unchamfered. This means that Stein pulls get much more stable even if you pull from a slight angle. The REVOLT blade is a little shorter, fitting a general shorter tool of course, but also with less teeth on the shaft side to accommodate for gripping the tool, also at its head for walking support or stabbing. All blades in common is our patented grinding geometry. This special geometry makes a huge difference, minimizing the surface entering the ice, and with that, any kind of bursting when swinging at the ice. Try it, it's really a game changer. The ice and mixed blade can additionally be equipped with our accelerator. This puts more weight on the head of the tool, increasing the force each swing can transmit. On the back of the head now, you have the option to combine any blade with 4 different accessories: a smaller hammer, a bigger, more pronounced hammer, an adze, and a simple washer to go as minimalistic as possible. Maybe at this point, it is worth mentioning that what really comes into handy with our tools and the shape of the head is the pronounced geometry of the head here in the back. This makes swinging and hitting whatever you want to hit much more precise. Okay, so now let's finally dive into the details of the tools one by one. And the RAGE probably here has the most to tell, since it is the most complex tool of them all. The larger lower handle accommodates for a much bigger variety of hand sizes. And for the smaller hands, you will find a spacer that you can insert here to reduce the handle size. But for the more important part, this handle offers the best mix of an effortless and smooth overall swing, a slightly edgy geometry to hold on to as long as possible, as well as a more pronounced button part to control your swing in all directions more than with any other tool. Additionally to that, the handle does not have many holes on the outside, providing the maximum surface to be covered by high friction TPR rubber. Now, a little higher up, the RAGE offers a second handle to prepare longer reaches or to swap tools mid-climb. What is important here to mention is the optimized angle of the lower handle in relation to the upper one, as this way the lower handle does not accidentally open your fingers when hanging on the upper handle as a lot of other tools do. And finally, there are smaller details like the small teeth on the lower side of both of the upper and lower handle to provide maximum stability whenever you lean on your tools when climbing steeper ice slopes. The last thing then to add for the RAGE here now is maybe the high strength spike at the bottom of the tool. With a minimum braking strength of 6 kN, this spike can easily be trusted with your leashes. Altogether, this makes the RAGE the best all-round ice and mix tool out there. Don't argue, try it out. Now, going over to the RIOT. A lot of what I just said about the handle of the REVOLT also holds true to the handle of the RIOT, just that it's due to the nature of this tool a little more straight and less aggressive. But a large surface area of TPR rubber, a handle that perfectly controls your swing, and the high strength spike also arguments that make the RIOT stand out from the other options out there. The RIOT also comes with a mounted finger rest to also accommodate a second handle that, for example, could be optimized with grip tape. And finally, the REVOLT, like I said earlier, is a slight and smaller tool that offers a little bit of everything and also bridges the gap to the more classical ice axes of ours. It comes with a minimalistic handle and spike that is supported by a grooved shaft, as well as our mounted finger rest. At only 438 grams, this makes this tool a perfect little all-rounder. So there you have it, the REVOLT, the RIOT and the REVOLT. Our tools for the technical side of any form of winter climbing. Try them for yourselves.